Hello everybody, welcome to Life in France. I'm Mark, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget, hit the red button so you don't miss any future releases. Life in France. This channel is all about life in France versus life in the UK. Today I'm going to do something slightly different in that I'm going to get you to find out a little bit more about me. Now, one of my favourite programmes in the UK is Would I Lie to You? So on that note, I'm going to give you 6 statements today with a little bit more information about each statement, and I'd like to hear your opinion in the comments which you think is the lie. So I'm going to give you 5 truths and 1 lie. Let's see how you do. Okay guys, the first statement is that I've never been to a concert in my life. Is that true? Or is that a lie? Let me explain a little bit more. In my teens and 20s, I used to love music. You know, I play music all the time. And my thing was soul and jazz funk. But the thing was, all the artists that I liked were doing concerts in Brixton. And at the time, I just didn't want to go to Brixton. So I've never actually been to a concert. Never been to a concert in my life. Guys, the second statement is I love the film Jaws. It's in my top 10 movies of all time. However, it scared the living daylights out of me. My nan took me to see Jaws at the age of 11. And from then on, I've always been scared of going into the sea, open water. Now, the one thing that I got wrong at the age of 11, which went into my head and stuck there for ages, was that from seeing that movie at the age of 11, I always assumed that most shark attacks were in 10 foot of water from as close as 3 foot to the shore. It was only when I got older and re-watched the movie that I realised that most shark attacks were actually in 3 foot of water, 10 foot from the shore. So for all those years that I had this psyche that as long as I don't go over my shoulder in depth, I'll be safe, I was wrong. Sharks could have got me if they were there. And even though I love diving, to this day, I still can't go out swimming in water where visibility is very poor. I don't mind going down 30 metres diving, but you put me in the sea swimming when you can't see what's below you, my heart's pounding. I just want to get out that sea. I hate it. All thanks to one of my favourite movies, Jaws. Is that true? Or is it a lie? Guys, the third statement, I've been engaged 6 times. Is it true? Or is it a lie? What can I say? My love life. I blame James Bond. You know, as a kid, I used to watch all these Bond movies and he's going off all around the world, having lovers all around the world, and you know, it just so happens that I've been engaged 6 times, of which I've had 4 different nationalities of girls that I've been engaged to. Is that true, or is it a lie? Guys, the fourth statement is that I have a tattoo of a charging rhino on my back at the bottom of my neck. Is it a lie? Or is it the truth? Why would I have a tattoo of a rhino? Well, I read a book in my 20s called Rhinoceros Success, and it's all about neuro-linguistic programming, in that there are 2 types of animal. There are the rhinos and the cows. Cows just stay in the field and eat the grass there, whereas if there's greener grass on the other side of the fence, the rhinos would just smash through and get that greener grass. And I just loved that book, and it really inspired me in my sales environment. So much so that all my guys had rhino lapel pins for their suits, and even my number plate for my car was Rhino, R11HNO. Is it true, or is it a lie? Guys, the fifth statement is that for all those in the UK, you've probably seen it, and in America, Gladiators. I actually tried out to go on Gladiators, not as a gladiator, but as a contestant. Now, is that a lie, or is that true? Yeah, I've been into bodybuilding all this time, guys, and I actually applied for the first season of Gladiators. I passed the physical tests, but I didn't get through. And I think the main reason was that I was 16 stone. And the first season, all the contestants were about 10, 11 stone, because they wanted the gladiators to look really big in comparison to the contestants. But after about the first 2 or 3 seasons, the contestants were absolutely getting hammered by the gladiators. And it was only until season 4 and 5 that the contestants started getting a lot beefier. And they were getting into the 15, 16 stone range, and it became more entertaining. Is that true, or is that a lie? Guys, the final statement is I was bullied as a kid. You probably noticed that one of my eyes is slightly weaker than the other, but that's actually my strong eye. It's the better eye that's actually closing a little bit, whether it's because it's doing more work. But as a kid, I used to wear a patch on that good eye because it was known as a lazy eye, and the opticians were trying to get the muscle working. So for 2 or 3 years, I wore a patch on my good eye, and for that reason, I was bullied. Is it true, or is it a lie? Guys, I hope you've enjoyed my version of Would I Lie to You? And I look forward to seeing your comments below on which line you think was a lie. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, hit that red button so you don't miss any future releases. Look after yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, everybody.